Hello and welcome to ZOMGoosh. 45 minutes of hell served to you in one convenient dose. That is right.
Do more than 15 minutes of recorded uploads. Woohoo! Yes, and today it's just me and Miguel. Woohoo! Say hi, Miguel.
What's happening, y'all? Nothing much.
Alright, and for our first segment, we're gonna do funny news. Alright, our first news story of the day. This is from New Mexico. Yard lights up with 350,000 bulbs. This is a guy who wants to celebrate the holiday season with brightness. Holiday lighting extravaganza is a yearly tradition for Clark Griswold, and he just might be jealous of a holiday home lighting in Missoula, New Mexico. Over 350,000 lights have been used this December to create an explosion of holiday joy in Joe Novak and his family's yard. The lights blink on and off to 8 holiday songs, each song taking over 25 hours each to program. Novak says his light show draws in locals more and more each year, pushing him to add more lights each holiday season. He plans to go even bigger in 2011. This guy is insane. Oh my goodness.
Like, really? Do you really need that many lights? I mean, I understand that there's also some holiday spirit going on now, the holiday season, and it's great, it's amazing, I love it. But that's a lot of freaking lights.
I know, and you talk about, like, the electric bill. Can you imagine the electric bill that's going to come off for you at the end of December? Oh, my goodness. That's going to be, like, thousands of dollars. How are you going to pay for Christmas presents? How? You're going to be, like, massively in debt. How'd you like to start that off for your new year? See, this is smart financial planning that drives our American societies. Hooray! But seriously, I do want to see this. I do want to see this holiday display in person. You want to take a road trip out to New Mexico?
I'm Hispanic enough. I'd like to avoid that.
Yeah, you just need to go to Walmart, and you've got your Hispanic culture right there. They greet you right at the door.
I'm gonna kick you in the face. I'm gonna kick you in the face. That's not funny. That's cold. That's cold.
Alright. Alright, Miguel's gonna read our next news story. And there's apparently an apartment fire that's being blamed on what?
Alright, this is in Central Falls, Rhode Island. This is an apartment fire blamed on an alligator, of all things. Investigators believe an early morning fire in Central Falls, Rhode Island was caused by an alligator. The fire happened inside an apartment on Cleveland Street Tuesday morning. Firefighters say the fire started when the reptile's heating lamp came into contact with the gator's plastic kiddie pool. The reptile's owner, Jesus Romero, says that this isn't the first time something like this has happened. The alligator normally knocks it over, and it usually just shuts off. This time, it didn't shut off. Gee, I didn't know. So, first floor attendants said that they called 911 when they smelled smoke. We don't live in South Africa. We live in Central Falls, Rhode Island. This shouldn't be taking place at all, says Michelle Flores. Officials say that when they responded to the residents, they discovered several reptiles, including a 3-foot-long alligator, 3 10-foot-long snakes, an iguana, and some aquariums. That is a lot of bloody reptiles. The housing authority is now investigating whether or not the animals are legal to live in the apartment. They don't know if they're legal or not, but I know they're not because I called around before I got them. So they're not illegal. This is good, says Romero. Flores is concerned. There's a 4-year-old in my apartment. What if the alligator got out and bit her? Then what? No one was hurt in the fire. Random ending, but I suppose that's good.
Oh, wow. I mean, he has a pet alligator. Now, I'm not sure if the type of alligator he has stays the size in which the picture shows it to be. But if that alligator, like, grows to be full size, is he really going to keep it in his apartment? No. That's going to be going into a river. And then, like, some kid's arm's going to get bitten off. Oh my God, Mommy, there's an alligator in the river. Animal control will come, and the next thing you know, they'll know exactly who to go to. It's like, oh, we know a dumbass who has an alligator, or once owned an alligator, and he started an apartment fire. Oh, the cops will be all over you for that. Hope you have fun.
That's just like freaky. I'm all for reptile love. I like snakes. I mean, I'm not really all huggy-dory with them, but I like snakes. But 3-foot-long alligator, that thing is not done growing yet. If it becomes big enough to eat you, then that's kind of freaky.
Oh, jeez. Alright, our third news story for today. Comes from Wisconsin. Oh, joy, Wisconsin. All the interesting, should we say hillbilly stories come from Wisconsin? No offense, I have a cousin from there. And he's not a hillbilly, by the way. Anyway, apparently a husband has accused his wife of biting off his tongue.
Kinky!
Yes, he's accusing his wife of biting off his tongue, and the Wisconsin resident has been charged with mayhem. A Wisconsin woman accused of biting off her husband's tongue has been charged with mayhem. 57-year-old Karen Luders made an appearance in Sheboygan County Circuit Court.
Sheboygan? Interesting.
That is an interesting name. Sheboygan. I'm going into Sheboygan. I deserve that slap. Alright. She went to Sheboygan County Circuit Court Tuesday, where she was ordered to have a mental health evaluation. Not surprising. A criminal complaint says Lauders was singing Christmas carols outside her house Monday night when police were called. It says she blew a party horn in an officer's ear and threw a coffee cup at police. The complaint says 79-year-old William Lauders was found inside the house holding gauze to his mouth. The Sheboygan Press says Lauders told police in a written statement that his wife went into a manic state when he kissed her while she was in the bathroom?
Again, just a little bit freaky.
He says his wife grabbed his genitals and bit off his tongue. What? First of all, I don't know about spontaneous romantic moments in the bathroom, but that is a spontaneous romantic moment gone wrong there. I mean, like, in the bathroom. Why? Is it really that spontaneous that you must do it in the bathroom?
That's just a bit freaky. I mean, bathroom is the sacred zone. You are not going to, like, interrupt somebody. I mean, unless they're in the shower, then it's okay. But if they're using the bathroom or, like, brushing their teeth or something, there are some things you don't need to see.
Exactly. I mean, this is horrible. Oh, my goodness. And we are baffled by this. Alright. Miguel's gonna read our last news story for today. Hey, tell us what police found in some Christmas presents.
Alright. This is in New Haven, Connecticut. Funny, I want to go up there for officer school. Says, police seize presents full of pot. Over 1 kilo of marijuana seized. In New Haven, Connecticut, a Guilford, Connecticut man is under arrest after Christmas presents stuffed with hundreds of pounds of pot were delivered to a house in New Haven. An informant told police about the December 8th delivery to 621 Townsend Avenue in New Haven. When the suspect, 29-year-old Julio Ramos, accepted delivery of the shipment, the police swooped in and made the arrest. Good for the men in blue. The success of this operation was the direct result of the cooperation between state police and the New Haven and Guilford police departments, said Lieutenant Paul Vance, Connecticut State Police. Police also obtained a search warrant for Ramos's house on Old Sackham Road in Guilford. When it was all said and done, the police received over a kilo of marijuana and over $23,000 in cash. $23,000 is a lot of money. Ramos has been charged with over possession of 1 kilo of marijuana, possession with intent to sell, and possession within 1,500 feet of a school. He's being held on a $750,000 bond. Now, okay, sure, pot. I know you got a couple people out here all for things like individual freedom, using of herbs to induce pleasure, and it's okay. I'm not really a fan myself, but it's okay. But within 1,500 feet of a school, you don't need to expose kids to this kind of things. Our world is bad enough. Let's not make it worse.
Jeez. And I mean, I can picture how this operation all went down, and it's just like the guy's like opens up his front door, right? He's like, a big bunch of presents. It's like, yes, I accept a big shipment of pots. Yes, pots. My wife has pampered Chef Catalog. I like pots. It's like, oh no, what's the police doing here? I ordered pots and pans. Oh yes, that was my other shipment. Oops. How'd you like to have that for Christmas?
A bit scary.
It's a bit scary indeed. Oh jeez. We're kind of on energy drink hangover if you haven't noticed.
It's not so much a hangover for me as it is I'm still like really hyper, so you must forgive me if I'm speaking really fast.
I'm kind of like a whole 180 because I'm like I stayed up all night, and so that's why I'm like having trouble reading sentences a little, and this Dr. Pepper is not helping.
Haha, you fail.
All right. When we come back, we'll be doing another Topic Flow segment. Stay tuned. Welcome back to ZOMGoosh, and we are here for Topic Flow. And our topic for today that we'll be starting off with is
traffic cones.
Yes. Basically, what we do with Topic Flow is that we start off with one topic, and we see where the hell it goes. So basically, we're going to start off with traffic cones. My goodness, traffic cones, they make awesome party hats, especially during DUI videos. What do you think, Miguel?
I think traffic cones are a good way to practice your, like, Tokyo drift, because if you, like, hit the cone, then you know it's bad, but if you, like, totally run and flatten the cone, then you get epic points.
Nice. So where would you practice your racing? Would you do it in the Thomas Nelson Community College parking lot or other places? What would you recommend, sir?
I would recommend, like, an empty parking lot if it's big enough, like, say, like a mall or something, or maybe a closed-off highway. Because then you just got nothing but open road, and you can drift, you can swirl around, and you can do donuts. It's just fun. It's just fun.
But they've got cameras. They're cameras. Big Brother is watching you.
Then Big Brother can watch as I'm laughing into the camera while I'm drifting. Because if it's closed, you can't really do anything about it.
Oh, a closed course. How are you going to lay out the cones in time? Aren't the people on the Big Brother cameras going to be a little bit suspicious? It's like, hey, why is that guy laying cones down on the interstate? What is going on? We better check that out. Hey, Mr. State Trooper!
That would definitely be bad. However, if you are able to do it, because the way the Big Brother works is they cycle through the cameras. They cycle through different images. If you can time it just right, you might be able to get it in between the sections where suddenly there's no cones, and then there is cones there. And they're like, huh? and then you have like a couple minutes of their confusion before they send the state troopers out. So, if all else fails, a mall parking lot would probably be best, but the highway would be fun.
I would agree with the mall parking lot because, like, the mall can't dispatch cops in the middle of the night. There's nobody there. Like, they'll get to enjoy the tape the next morning.
You would definitely be surprised because the mall closes at 10:30, right? The Patrick Henry Mall near here closes at 10:30, right? The 10. So, I was talking to my girlfriend last night. She was there until 11:30.
Yeah.
Just hanging out. So there were still people there. It's just much more difficult for it to happen.
Like, hey, I want to time travel in my DeLorean. I'm just going to do that out in front of JCPenney. Is that okay with you guys?
It'd be interesting to watch.
Oh, I bet. Oh, my goodness. Well, I want to go back. If I were to go back to any decade, I would want to go back to the 90s. What about you, Miguel?
The 90s were good, but I think I'd go a little bit further back just because I fit in better, because long hair was the thing back then. Now I stand out like a sore thumb. I should have born maybe centuries ago. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I've seen your Braveheart or whatever profile picture.
Don't make me kill you. That was a play. Get over it.
We should totally post that on the video too. It's pretty epic. Oh my goodness. But yes, I would go to the 90s because I freaking miss the 90s. I don't know about some of you guys, but before there was Chuck E. Cheese, we had this awesome place called DZ Discovery Zone, and it was 10 times better than Chuck E. Cheese, and minus the creepy rat chasing you around trying to give you game tokens.
That was funny because I have kicked said rat a couple times, and I'll definitely say I enjoyed it. Watching him writhe on the ground was rather funny.
I'm just trying to work on my new car, and I get kicked in the nuts by some kid. Oh, that is not a way to start my day. I would have loved to have worked at DZ Discovery Zone, especially since they had laser tag there. They had an awesome laser tag room there.
Laser tag is epic. Oh my god, that was like my favorite thing to do. I remember after prom at freaking, of course, Midtown Community Center. We couldn't do anything more extravagant than that. They had a mini laser tag area. I owned until Tevin Ward pistol whipped me with his bloody gun.
Seriously, Tevin?
Pistol whipped me. He pistol whipped me. I was turned a corner, and he was walking full speed. His gun hit me right in the eye. I was like, oh my god, it was done. I was gone for like the rest of that game. I could not see straight.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe Tevin did. That would be Tevin too. It's like, I'm sorry. Oh, I guess I win. Whatever. But oh my gosh, I would love to go to the 90s, and I miss so much stuff. So many shows, the sights, these sounds, so much stuff I miss. Oh my gosh. And I can't believe, I think DZ Discovery Zone got bought up by Chuck E. Cheese's at some point, which sucks. But then, like, I went to this place in Baltimore, right? It's called Port Discovery. And it's like, yeah, I know, weird, right? But it is like Chuck E. Cheese on steroids. This place is insane. Like, imagine a 3-story, 4-story playground inside of a huge building.
I don't think I want to picture Chuck E. Cheese on steroids. That would be a really freaky mouse. Just saying.
Oh, I didn't think about... I wasn't thinking about the mouse.
Haha, kids. You want your game tokens now? Come to Chuck E. Cheese's, bitch.
Kick in the face. Quite quickly. Watch him squirm.
Eat my pizza, bitch. $5 pizza.
No.
Or will he start talking like Arnold? Yes, that's right. Chuck E. Cheese now the Terminator of children's entertainment industry.
That's really freaky. Like, I want to go hunt down Chuck E. Cheese now. That was freaky.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, but I used to love going to those places. CC's Pizza. There used to be a CC's Pizza. I don't know about y'all, but there's a place called CC's Pizza. It's like a pizza. CC's Pizza. All you can eat for only $3.99. Oh my gosh. Love that place. But then, like, the one that they had near, like, DZ Discovery Zone, it, like, closed down. Because apparently it was, like, bad. But it was a pizza buffet. And they had, like, a dessert pizza, too. And it was pretty cool. Oh my gosh. Pizza. I want dessert pizza now.
Dessert pizza makes no sense at all.
Oh, come on. Pizzas are pies. What's any different?
Because pizza is different. I mean, I know in New York they call it pie. Nice. In New York I know they call it pie. However, it is not a dessert. It is a meal. It is a form of fast food. You do not put dessert on a pizza. It just doesn't work.
I like the kind with the cinnamon streusel. Next thing you know, Whoopi Goldberg is promoting it as Entenmann's. I like the crumb cake.
Kick you in the face.
Oh my gosh. Kenan Thompson as Whoopi Goldberg is hilarious. Have you seen that on Saturday Night Live?
Nope.
Sorry, I thought it was hilarious. Okay. Oh my gosh. I really do miss the 90s. Because one of my favorite bands of all time, Power Man 5000, they were really popular in the 90s.
Ah, epic.
Which, in case you don't know, Power Man 5000, the lead singer of that is Rob Zombie's brother, which is like epic awesomeness.
Rob Zombie. It's Rob Zombie, dude. You cannot beat that.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, when he was in the 90s, he came out with some trippy stuff. Check out the 1997 album, Mega Kung Fu Radio. You know you have a sweet, awesome 90s sounding album when it's titled Mega Kung Fu Radio.
That's because that guy is almost as much of a pothead as Rob himself.
Tokyo Vigilante never is. Get myself organized.
Exactly my point. That's just my point.
Hey, he produced some good music too. And back then they had 2 drummers. How awesome is that? How many rock bands you know now, or metal bands do you know that have 2 drummers?
I know that a couple of bands have experimented with 2 drummers, but it just doesn't sound quite the same. I mean, if you're doing something like Power Man's doing, then yeah, 2 drummers would definitely work. But like Iron Maiden, Kiss, and all them, I don't think it would work very well. There is a hornet's nest right freaking there.
Wow, you just noticed that? He's referring to a hornet's nest that is right outside of our studio here, and we have a giant window here, and there's a hornet's nest right there. Apparently Miguel has just noticed this, as it has been around for weeks. Really?
Well, considering I am normally talking to the people around me, and there are normally very nice women around here, I tend to prefer to pay more attention to the women than I do the inanimate hornet's nest. I mean, wouldn't you? I mean, in all honesty, some of the ladies that we have on the show are really nice looking. My girlfriend being the main one.
Nice to know that you think kindly of my girlfriend, who also appears on this show.
I mean, she's cute, but she's not exactly my type. I like her, but not like that. So your girlfriend's safe.
Well, thank you. But I know you be poking her too.
Yeah. Like, it's fun poking people. It's just part of me. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. It's just a thing. I have to do it. I can't get away from it.
It is like an urge, an uncontrollable urge. You need to go to a Pokers Anonymous, well, a Poking Person Anonymous, whatever. Be like PPA or PPAA. Fuck.
Don't hurt yourself. Just don't hurt yourself. You're okay.
My brain is hurting. What else is new? Exactly. Well, when we come back, we're going to do our weekly funnies. We have some really good ones this time. Stay tuned. Welcome back to ZOMGoosh, and we are here with our weekly funnies, and we have some awesome weekly funnies for you today. And our first one, first of all, if you don't know what weekly funnies are, basically we name two things that happen during our week, and we decide amongst ourselves which one is more hilarious. And remember, if you'd like to submit your weekly funny, you can do so below in the comments section here on YouTube, or you can go to our Facebook page. The link is right below, and you can submit yours there. So make sure you submit yours. The deadline for that is December 17th, and we will read it for you on our season finale. Our Season 1 finale, December 17th. The deadline is 12 p.m. December 17th, so make sure you submit your weekly funnies then. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, our first user-submitted weekly funny comes from Miguel. Well, Miguel's friend, and we're going to let him tell us a little bit about that.
Alright, this comes from my friend Quince McCurley, calling out to you, man. Go Asian Power. Alright, the first one he has done is, he played golf on the roof of his friend's house and hit 5 people in the head, then broke out in the most epic lightsaber fight with said golf clubs, proceeded to fall through his roof, and continued the fight in his house in front of his parents. That was awesome.
And his second weekly funny was that his friend was having anal sex with his girlfriend, and then she started screaming and crying. And so this friend decided to text him, Quince, asking what he should do. And so Quince, having a sense of humor, decided to tell him to run away. Classy.
Now, the really messed up part about this is that when the friend came back to his house, that they proceeded to watch the movie Hangover and Sex Drive at his house.
I will have to go for...
I'll admit I'll have to go for number 1, because honestly, how did you find the time to call or text Quince while you're having anal sex with your girlfriend? I mean, not really a big fan of anal. It's just kind of weird. Crap goes out, crap does not go in. But at the same time, I guess whatever floats your boat. But if you're doing that, if you're having sex, where did you find the time to text Quince while she was screaming and crying?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like, oh yeah, babe, I love you, I love you. Oh wait, I'm gonna go text a guy. Yeah. What's the girl gonna think? It's like, oh, you're gonna text a guy. You mean, oh, you're not satisfied? No.
I mean, I don't think it was the satisfaction. I just don't think he was doing his job right. I mean, if you're doing it right, you normally don't have the attention span to to text somebody, let alone talk.
So when your boss says, don't Facebook while you work, they mean it. And that goes for all professions.
Definitely. Facebook is the biggest procrastinator's best friend.
I'm going to have to go with the second one, the whole lightsaber fight on the roof with golf clubs and having that done in front of his parents.
That was funny.
Okay. I mean, it's really tough because both of these are hilarious, but I'm going to go with the second one because, I mean, you do that in front of your parents. A lightsaber fight. That is just like one heck of a party pooper, I guess.
I mean, knowing Quince's friends, the parents probably egged them on. Knowing Quince's friends.
Nice. Nice. Oh my goodness. Alright. Oh hey. In case you haven't noticed, Mia and Lynn are not on our broadcast today. Aww. But one of them is online. Mia's online. Say hi, Mia. Oh wait, she can't. We don't have her voice. Oh well. Anyway, we will now proceed to do our weekly funnies. Woohoo! We're going to do our weekly funnies for now. My first weekly funny is... Don't worry, I got it. I know I have a tradition of always forgetting my weekly funnies right when I have it on the tip of my tongue.
And it's gone again, isn't it?
No, it is not. No, I got it. Okay. This past Wednesday, I decided to stay up late, right? Like most night owl people. And so, like, I went to bed at like 3 a.m. And I ended up sleeping all the way until 6 p.m. I did not see an entire fraction of daylight for Wednesday, December 8th, I guess. So, hope the weather was nice, because I didn't get to see it. I did not get to see the light of day. I didn't see the sunrise nor the sunset. My second weekly funny is that I was rushing out the door this morning, and I had washed my hair, and I really didn't have time to dry it off with a towel, and I didn't really take into account that it is actually winter around here. So we have some pretty crazy bipolar weather here in Virginia.
Freaking 29 degrees!
29 degrees. We don't get that often. Like, one time, New Year's Day, it was like 70 degrees here. Then by the weekend, it was snowing. So it was 29 degrees this morning. I did not realize this, and so my wet hair, soaking wet hair, instantly froze. And I could literally take my hair and bend it into right angles. It was that frozen. And so I get on the nice, warm, toasty bus, and I take out a comb. And next thing you know, I am combing my hair out and watching it snow all over my feet. And then having chunks of frost just sitting on the comb. I've got a picture of it, and I'm going to try to upload it, but my phone's been kind of retarded lately in trying to get photos up onto Facebook. So we're going to see about that. But it was hilarious.
You made that sound so vengeful when you said, we will see about that. You made it sound like you were prepared to go into an epic battle of proportions beyond human imagination. And it's a bloody cell phone.
We will see about that. And I've been shanked. Alright, so, I don't know, Miguel, what do you think? Which one's funnier?
I gotta admit the hair freezing is the funnier one in my opinion due to the fact that it has happened to me. So I will definitely have to go with the second one, the freezing of your hair, because that was definitely an intelligent move.
I would definitely go for that as well, because that was a pretty amazing experience. I've never had my hair like frozen before, and it was just so weird, but yet so cool. And if you've never had your hair frozen, it's not necessarily uncomfortable, and I probably wouldn't recommend you do this, but it is a pretty interesting experience if you ever happen to get your hair actually frozen. Just throwing that out there. Alright, Miguel, your weekly funnies are...
Alright. Here is my first weekly funny. Me and Lynn are driving up the interstate, and we pass by the airport. Now, there's a plane coming in, it's flying low, and I see landing gear, so it's going in for a landing. But then suddenly, it pulls back up, its landing gear goes away, and it turns around and heads back the way they came. I look at Lynn, and I'm like, did they, like, change their mind or something? What just happened? So, that's my first one. My second one is, I have 4 dogs. 2 of them are male, 2 of them are female. The youngest one, the most recent one that we have, is a terrier poodle mix of all things.
As like the third broadcast, you have mentioned your dogs, but continue.
My dogs are epic. Get off my dogs. And I have a Labrador Chow Rottweiler mix as well. Now, I'm sure you can all picture, these are fairly different spectrums. I have a really big dog and then a really small dog. I'm sitting here and I'm playing Tekken 6. Go figure. My favorite character is Miguel. Another good thing. God, that is awesome! But, as I was saying, I'm getting distracted. The dog, the terrier poodle, licks the penis of my Rottweiler Chow Labrador for a good 2 minutes, and then goes over to my female dog, which is purebred Sheltie, and proceeds to lick her. And I'm like, is he gay for my dog now? Is he, like, my head just started hurting. I didn't want to think about that.
Your dog is a bisexual.
Not my dog. That belongs to my brother.
Fine. Your brother's dog is bisexual. It's a he, right?
Yeah.
He is a playa. Yes, as Lynn would probably say. That dog is a playa. And he just smiles away. He is not going to confirm or deny my generalization.
The generalization is the fact that that dog is retarded and does not know the difference between a male and a female because he has no testicles. So, I'm not exactly sure what he thinks yet. I don't want to. That dog is a moron, and I don't generally like him.
Oh my goodness.
So which one do you think is funnier?
I'm gonna have to go with the bisexual doggy, because that is hilarious. The plane story is not really too unusual, because I've seen planes do that, but not necessarily head in the direction that they came, like do a complete 180. But a lot of military planes, they do touch and goes at that airport all the time. In fact, fun fact, Air Force One actually uses our airport, Newport News International Airport, to practice landing in third world countries. I kid you not. They use our runway to practice landing in third world countries. Boy, what a proud distinction for our little hometown airport. We are being compared to a third world country.
There is nothing wrong with third world countries, if I may say so myself, due to the fact that I am a minority, though I don't think that I would be considered a minority anymore because 90% of U.S. population is now Hispanic.
Minorities. Sorry, I'm thinking of South Park.
Weird show.
Oh my gosh. Alright. Well, those are our weekly funnies. And, now, before we go, we have not used up our 45 minutes of hell yet, so we're going to promote ZOMGoosh. Like we said before, our season finale is December 17th, which is next Friday. It is going to be epic. Despite the absence of our video camera, it is still going to be epic. Hopefully, we're going to have our full cast here, along with a guest co-host. Miguel, you want to tell us who our potential guest co-host might be?
Okay, we might have a potential guest co-host, my friend Quince McCurley. If he's able to make it, believe me, this will be a very interesting show. He enjoys making funny shows. He is definitely an epic person to be around.
And depending on his performance, we might have him as a permanent cast member. You never know. That's kind of how we recruit these type of people. If they're good, we might want to consider keeping them. It's just when the cast gets a little too crowded. Once this room starts getting a little too crowded, we shall move elsewhere. That is correct. But Anyway, yes, we're going to have an awesome cast, an awesome group of people, and basically the layout for our episode, our next episode, our season finale, we're going to do holiday-related funny news as our first segment. Our second segment, we're going to talk about Christmas stories as well as holiday plans. Our third segment is going to be our Weekly Funnies as usual, and in addition, some memories from ZOMGoosh, our first season here. And it has been an awesome season here, doing this here at Thomas Nelson Community College. And we're going to save the thank yous for the season finale. But yeah, make sure, real quick, make sure to like us on our Facebook fan page. There's a link below on our YouTube video description. There is a link right below. You cannot miss it. It says like us on Facebook. Make sure you do that. You can get the latest updates on upcoming episodes and production details, updates, that kind of thing. You know, when's the next episode going to air, that kind of thing. And you can get the latest updates on that. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Video Joyo. You can get all the latest subscriptions, our latest episodes for ZOMGoosh, as well as other awesome content. And make sure you watch more episodes of ZOMGoosh. You can go to our playlist. We have a whole playlist listing all of our episodes from Season 1. All of our episodes from Season 1, you can view them right there. And we'll continue to add more episodes as we move into Season 2. And we are confirming this right now. Season 2 will return January 14th, 2010. That is the beginning of this.
2011.
What?
2011.
2011. My apologies.
Fail!
Fail. Sorry. See, I am very fond of 2010. I like 2010. Like, during New Year's, I am, like, emotionally attached to the year. It's like, oh my gosh, 2009, you're going away. Oh my gosh, you're like the last year of the decade. Oh my gosh, bye-bye.
Dropkick.
Sorry. No, it's kind of a weird, like, down gut of your stomach kind of feeling. Just, I'm sure we all have that, you know, as the year kind of dwindles down. But yes, January 14th, 2011, the return of ZOMGoosh, our second season, and we're planning to put out at least 10 episodes. So stay tuned on that. Make sure you like us on Facebook to get the latest updates on Season 2. And we are definitely looking forward to hopefully getting our video camera back. And Miguel, you want to say anything? Are you looking forward to Season 2? Have you signed up for spring classes yet?
I have signed up for spring classes, and I'm looking forward to Season 2. Surprisingly, I've come to enjoy this godforsaken news. So, yes, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I have yet to sign up for spring classes yet because I'm kind of getting them as kind of a Christmas present. Yes, I'm kind of begging. But I will be here spring semester, hopefully be taking 4 classes here. And it's going to be an awesome Season 2. We're going to have our video camera back. We might do a nice new intro. And we're going to wrap things up here. We've got one more minute left before our 45 minutes of hell is over. If you've survived our 45 minutes of hell, we appreciate it. Anyway, I'm Joe Trask.
And I'm Miguel Girona.
We will see you later.